Hello, 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 beautiful souls. Happy Friday morning to you, and welcome to the Messages for Love from Above. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week, and can't believe we're almost at the end of the year. So sorry. So let's take a look here, and we'll get everything set up, and we'll get started on the readings here. And that's good there. All right. So let me just do all this. That way I can focus. All right. And okay, I think we are good to go. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, a special welcome to you. And welcome back, all my regulars and all my subscribers. How the readings work, I do go down first come, first serve for the free readings. All of this information is listed in the description box of the video. So sorry, I thought I was all cleared out, but evidently talking more is clearing out my pipes, so apologies. But I'm excited to see what comes through with spirit today. Like I said, all the information is listed in the description box down below. I did want to make sure everyone was aware I have a new type of reading that is coming out. It's birthday readings. And here is the link to the video that talks about all of those and what those are about. Also, we, of course, are in the middle of the solstice period. And if you haven't checked out this pick a card reading, it talks about the 3 months of the solstice, and it even has a little breakout by each individual zodiac sign, a theme around it, and it talks about all the planets and what kind of area of our life they influence. If you know your birth chart, you can go check out that sign for that planet, see what theme is going to be around that for the 3 months too. So a fun pick a card there. And then, of course, when we go into the solstice in December, it is the introduction of the Capricorn season. So happy birthday, all you Capricorn sun babies. There's a pick a card for all of us, but there's a special bonus 3-month forecast for all the Capricorn sun babies. So be sure to check that out. And if you have Capricorns in your life, uh, you can always forward them that as a little gift for them, right? All right. And then we also had the 2024 energy forecasts come out here. So sorry. So if you want to look at, like, for the whole year, the theme of love, career, money, be sure to check that out. There's also, we split out the year into 3 equal sections, 4 months each. Spirit talks about a blessing for each of those periods and what they want you to know for each of those periods too. So be sure to check that out. And I'm so sorry. It'll all clear up here in a minute. All right. And then I offer past life readings too. Those came out in January. You still have a few days left where there are a half off, as well as some of my services. They will all go back to regular price on January 1st, except for the birthday readings. The birthday readings, those have an introductory price until the end of January at half off. So be sure to check those out. And then also, we put out a new pick a card this week. It's a New Earth for the New Year meditation pick a card. So that one was really a cool one too. So be sure to check all those out. All those things are free. But I like to make sure everyone knows what is available. So da 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 da. All right. All right. Think the frog might have left the building. So I'm going to be using these beautiful original round tarot today, and I have some other ones and some oracle too. So we'll be checking them all out. So I think that's everything. Thanks for putting up with all my announcements. I just like to make sure everyone knows everything that's available, all the spirit messages that they want out there right now. So beautiful 2024, the year of for me, right? for me, not life happening to me, but life happening for me. So I like that 2024 message. It's going to be a fun year. Hey, Supernova. Shout out to one of my um, Praying Mantis members. I have YouTube memberships, and their names appear in green with a little badge. I like to give them a shout out and thank you for being here. I'll be on here for about 2 hours, and then I jet off after each one of these to a Praying Mantis member session where they have um, an hour where we read books, we talk about spirit, we pull cards, we pull past life readings, oracle cards, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you're interested, that information's down in the description box too. So I hope you're doing good, Supernova. And thank you for your donations. We will start with you. Thank you for all that and um, for all the support. You help provide these free readings with your donations. So we'll give your first donation some love here. Anyone to channel messages from Kurt? Okay, well, they do. They want this Whispers of the Lord Ganesha Oracle. So they're going to all Ganesha on you for your message today. So let's take a look here. What does Kurt want you to know right now? None of those? Okay. All right. Master number 33 with guidance. Look, you're surrounded by all these support here. I love it. And let's see. So master number 33 is an amazing number. For me, master number 11 is about our human experience, realizing our human, journey. And then master number 22 is realizing we're so much more than the human character. We're this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being, the actor behind the character. And then master number 33 is when they, join together hand in hand and they walk together a different way. Sometimes spirituality says you must destroy your ego, but our higher self actually completes our ego because our human side, our ego is looking for love, looking for security, looking for stability, but it is the only thing we find stable is our higher self and our connection to the spirit world, that eternal unconditional love. So it joins together with us. It doesn't battle, it completes. And then you walk together in a whole new way, connected to this higher realm. So I love this 33 coming in here. And it says, guidance is all about learning to communicate with your soul and discovering and manifesting your purpose. They always come back to your purpose, don't they? This Kurt. Ganesha is worshipped and adored by the Trimurthas, or the Trinity of Hinduism, which is all of those Trinity here, which is lost my place. Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. And the story goes that during the period of dissolution, the water and the wind were demolished and the earth evaporated. And Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva wandered the earth to determine what was causing this dissolution. The gods discovered a huge aura of light where Ganesha was enshrined, and the Trimurthas immediately bowed to Ganesha in reverence and began to worship and praise him. They requested that Ganesha bless them. And Ganesha entrusted the gods with three separate duties. Vishnu is the preserver, Shiva is the destroyer, and Brahma is the creator. Guidance is based on communication. The soul can send you messages through symbols, synchronicity, hunches, sudden inspiration, dreams, and even direct channeling. Consciously connecting with your guides, heightening your psychic abilities, and fine tuning your skills to be present and to pay attention are all important parts of learning to receive guidance. So they're saying these are things that you can focus on with that, connecting with your guides, heightening your psychic abilities, fine tuning your skills to be present and to pay attention to all parts of learning. So I love that. As you open up, your soul begins to communicate your inner purpose for this lifetime to you. Wow. When you learn to hear and recognize its promptings, your life starts to take on magical quality. Remember that you can ask Ganesha to support you in creating a raised awareness. Make a point to look at spirituality from new perspectives that may be unfamiliar to you. Be willing to talk to people whose experiences and beliefs are different from your own. You may need to move out of your comfort zone in order to do this. You will be all the richer for it. And if you're concerned about getting true information about your personal life from a psychic or intuitive, you can prepare for it by asking from your heart to receive information that is for your highest good. Be sure your motivations are pure. You can ask the psychic to channel the words that your own soul wants to hear to further your spiritual growth. Rely on your intuition, excuse me, and your inner knowledge rather than your intelligence or your conscious mind. Watch for synchronicities and opportunities. Trust your instincts and pay attention as your messages can turn up from a variety of sources. I love it, right? Be attentive to your dreams, both your sleeping and your waking dream. You may want to keep a dream journal, and synchronicities are likely now. It is possible that a pleasant surprise will be coming your way soon in regard to your work. Ooh, this could even be a new job opportunity. The gods, Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma, may represent the different male energy in your life. So engage in the energy of men in your life or in the energy of the Trimurthas to assist you with the task at hand. I love it. Excuse me so much. So I love it. What a great message from them. Um, yeah, I did get your donation, Spiritual Journey Tarot. So you'll be after the few that I have for Supernova. And then Anita, you will be after Victoria. So thank you guys for your donations. I know how perfect for you. So they're giving you some guidance on how to connect to the spiritual realm and to things that you can focus on growing because your connection with spirit is going to be your guidance for this for this journey towards your dream. So I love that message from them for you, and that's what they have for you right now. So thank you for that first donation. The second one, let's give that some love. That's right. And then you wanted to know, why did Kurt become a spirit guide for you? Of course, you'd never know, but you can. Oh, what I'm hearing is that you guys have been in past lifetimes. You've known each other. You just didn't know each other in this lifetime, but they became your spirit guide because of your connections and past life connections. Let's see what else they have here for you regarding all that. All right. Let's take a look here. What else do they want you to know? Why? Why and why? All right. So we got these. Yeah. Okay. Of course, you have to get the Empress too. Well, the first card that came out confirms it here with the Moon card. Deep subconscious connection, which when I get the Moon card, the Six of Cups, I think those are the big two that tell me about past life confirmation a lot. Maybe even the High Priestess, because of she dives deep into the subconscious where all that Akashic energy is, all these past life connections. So you definitely knew each other in a past lifetime, and that's what is coming in there. And the reason why they come into this lifetime is because they understand all the fears. You've got the Three of Swords here and the Empress. You know, we always say you get the Empress like almost every single time, right? But you got the Empress here, and they help you transform and move beyond the pain and into new birth and into this um, you know um, abundance in your life, the transformation from stepping out of fear and stepping into your creativity. So I feel like that they definitely um, you've got past life connections, but a lot of their past lives have to do with music have to do with sharing of things. And a lot of what you are wanting to, more, not so much what, but how you want to express your, passion and love with the world is something that they've done in several lifetimes. And so they're like, okay, this lifetime, rather than taking the chance at, will we, how close will we become if I am here as a human? They're like, "Let me" yeah, damn music. They're like, you know, "Let me, I'll be a spirit guide because I'll be with you 24/7 your entire life instead of, you know, um, being only here and there." They're like, "I wanna spend a lot of time being able to guide you and show you, um, energy." 'Cause they also wanted to help you with your fears and balancing here, balancing your outside world and helping you face your fears, which they can do and here comes the dream time again. This is the nightmare and insomnia card. So there is this, they come to you in your dreams to help you work through these, types of um fears and those things too. And they're like, because I had those same fears, I worked through those in other lifetimes and or in hindsight go, okay, this is what I could have done. They're like they're here to help you through those things. So that's why they chose to have you as their to be a spirit guide for you. So yeah, they're all kind of on the other side though, don't you know? Because they're all beings of unconditional love and light. So, you know, everyone is there is full of love and kindness. It's very different from this world for sure. Yeah. So I love that for you, for him. All right. And that's what they have for you there. And then thank you for your third donation. I see you made a fourth one too. Thank you so much. Let's see your third one here. Is what is having a connection to spirit and others? What is your connection like with Kurt Spirit? Just out of curiosity. So what is it like having a connection to spirit and others? What does it feel like? What is it like here? Well, I like that the that Ganesha really talked about this deep connection. Okay. They said they wanted this one. That makes total sense. So let's take a look here. Hey everybody. See a lot of hellos, hellos, hello everyone. Anyone new coming in, I see some people asking if they can have a free reading. If you read the description box of the video, it tells you how everything works. All you have to do is pop your question into the chat, and if if you want yours prioritized, then a donation of any kind will get it prioritized here. All right. So I laughed first here, Supernova, because they got the Three of Cups, which if you've watched my channel enough, this represents, joy and celebration and different things, but it's a special card between Spirit and me that represents the spiritual posse. Oh, wow. And and I love this because of the card you got before. The Trifus or whatever they called it there. The three. So here they come in again. Just saying that you are surrounded by such a host of beings of unconditional love and light. And they definitely are, present 24/7. They never leave you. Even when you feel like you're alone, you never are. And they're always behind us, always supporting us. And that's when we get synchronicities and different things that happen, like numbers. You get numbers a lot and different things that come in. It's like you get these it's like spirit going and you're like, what? Well, that's right. You guys are there. So they do synchronicities, they do numbers, they do things to get our attention. And we're like, oh, like flat, sometimes flickering lights. I'm like, oh, that's right. Hey guys, I forgot. Thank you for bringing me back to remembering you're there, because we can get so caught up and they don't meddle in our lives. I call it, we give them a honey-do list, which honey do this, if I don't know if they if that's popular where you're at in Australia, but here in the United States, it's called a honeydew, where a spouse or a partner gives them a list of, honey, I need you to do this. And that's what we give them before we come down here, is a honey-do list of, this is what I'd like to experience. I'm like, we're on it. And then when we're down here, though, they back off as far as they honor our free will and our power of choice, and they will try not to meddle. They'll remind us they're there, but they won't just do something in our life without us having asked for it. But if we, of our own free will and power of choice in this lifetime, choose it, then boom, shaka shaka, they will do that, and they will help that. So I like that. We have the hermit card, and they are more than willing with the hermit card. That star in the lantern is our higher self, as well as the entire posse and spiritual world. They want to guide us, they want to help us. We have to ask, though. And then once we, shine the light into what direction we're wanting to go, they will guide us. But it's important for us to take time away out of chaos, because when we're in chaos and noise, like they told you in the Ganesha card, developing your relationship with spirit, they speak at a higher vibration of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace. And when we're in the loud, chaotic noise of this world, it's like being in a loud bar with music blaring at its highest thing. You can see people's lips moving, but you don't get what they're saying. You're like, well, can I read lips? I think they said they wanted a BLT sandwich. They're like, no. Okay. So it's raising our love vibration, getting into the quietness, then we can hear the whispers of spirit and not be distracted by the noise. And here they are coming in here. What is my relationship? How do I connect? This is all about the balancing of the heavens and the earth. It's the cycle of the infinity, that it's we we get drawn up into the heavens to communicate, and then we come back out into the world, and then we get drawn back up. And so there are these cycles, and if we understand, so much of our connection with them has to do with getting quiet, getting out of the noise, but we're also here to hear all the noise. And it's like, if we're going to go to a mountaintop and become a guru and get away from everything, then that we very few of us choose that journey. Most of us choose this journey, which is the giant amusement park full of fear rides. Riding the rides. The 10 of Swords is us realizing, we eventually all get to a point of exhaustion, trying to live up to all the small T truths of fear, right? Supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, musts. And our shadow is here to help us, to shake and rattle our cage, to point these things out to us. They get a bad rap. Oh, it's the devil. Oh, but it's Saturn, Capricorn energy, which we're in Capricorn season now. So everyone is probably feeling somewhat of a shaking and a rattling, because this is the time of the year where our belief systems are like, what do I believe? Why is this true? We have a lot of things that come to the surface that, impact us. But, we do come here to experience these things, but we can get caught up in the story. It's like, if you ever see movies where people are in an imaginary world and whatever, and they just get caught up into the story and they forget that they're different. And it takes someone going in there and going smacking them and like, oh, that's right, I'm not this, I'm something else. And that's kind of what spirit does in a gentle way. They help guide us by what, like I said, what we want to experience when we come down here. But we can ask them of our own free will when we remember to guide us as well. So hopefully that answers your question. That's what they have here for you, Supernova. So thank you again for all those donations. I see you made a couple more, so we will get to those here momentarily. And then, all right. So, Spiritual Journey Tarot, you were up next, and then Anita, and then Mia Mia. So, Spiritual Journey Tarot, let's see. Hope that's you're asking that question. Let me scroll a little further down. There it is. So, what's coming towards you this winter going into 2024 spring? All right. And of course, be sure to check out the 2024 energy forecast pick a cards too. Not pick a cards. There's actually one for each individual zodiac sign that will give you some more information for you as well. But let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants. And thank you so much for your donation. So for the winter, wow, you got the Page of Cups. So you definitely have this heightened love that's coming in here. And it's like an upgrade in your emotional connection here. Let's see what this represents here. Yeah, you got definitely some power coming in here. Some endings in the beginning. Let me see if I can do this. Looks like Mickey Mouse. You're going to Disney World. No, but look, there's World, but you have the Two of Wands, which you have these great opportunities that are coming up here in the upcoming winter into spring because you've got two tens. You got the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Both of these, though they look like burden and suffering, is your choice, right? But the um the 10 of swords represents I'm sick and tired of trying to live up to everyone else's expectations and the pressure of feeling like I'm going to fail or that I'm going to be disappointed or disappointing. And the 10 of wands talks about all the energy that you're putting in to try to make those things happen and this reevaluation. So when you look at this winter, I feel like because you got two cards for spring, I feel like this winter time that you're having here is you're learning about where you're investing your energy and why and how and you're it's kind of like you're doing dual work at the same time in your mind of okay, I'm investing all this energy into these 10 things, let's say, just for the sake of the tens, these 10 things. And you're like, why am I investing energy in this? Oh, because I fear if I don't, blah blah blah. You're like, okay, so that's not important. I was fearing something, but it's not important. It was just the fear was trying to make it urgent, and so you're cutting it out. And then you're like, okay, this thing, number 9, what is this? Why am I doing this? Okay, well, this is towards my dream. This is something I want to do. So I'm keeping that. I understand it. What's this? Oh, this is because I've been with friends with this person all my life. And yeah, I know I give 90% of the energy into it, but why? What am I fearing? And then you're like, oh, yeah, I'm fearing what will people think? Oh, you just abandon your friends or blah, 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 whatever fear. And then you're just chopping these away and you're getting it down to where you only have a couple things you're focusing on instead of so many. So winter is like this. You'd like doing spring cleaning in winter time. So I like it. So that's that. And then, yeah, and this makes total sense. So springtime, you have all this energy coming back. So you've got this energy, this passion that you're investing in, all this energy that you're investing in other things, you're bringing back to you. And you've got the King of Cups balancing of your heart and your mind. So the springtime really brings in this wonderful balanced approach to your life. But this winter, you're cutting people out of your life, relationships, you're transforming you're bringing fears into the light that is allowing you to clear away things and allow you to do that there. It's kind of dark in here. Whoa, that's a little too bright. But that's what's coming in there. Okay. So I should have just left that alone, right? Wow, what is going on with the lighting in here? It's like super dark. Woo-hoo. All right. But that's what's coming in. Yeah, the darkness and the light. You're coming out of the dark into the light. So I like that for you. So that's what's coming in. Hopefully that is what you were looking for as far as kind of information. Love, King of Cups, and that Page of Cups could be possibilities of love coming in too, because I like the King of Cups being like they're a balanced individual coming into your life too. So I feel like you're doing all this clearing to prepare the way for kind of love to come in, a heightened love, but it starts with a heightened love for yourself. first. All right. So that's what they have for you, Spiritual Journey Tarot. Thank you again for your donation. And then Anita Abdul, thank you for your donation. Excuse me. And I'm going to give that some love since it lets me here. All right. And I don't think you didn't ask above, right? Nope. Let's scroll down here. Hello, hello. Blessings to you too. Thank you so much. So, you want to know current feelings of Wagner in the future of your friendship? All right, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know here? Current feelings, future of your friendship. What else? Anything else? Okay. All right. So, current feelings. All right. Yeah, they kind of are a patient person, aren't they? You got the Temperance card, which is kind of this slow movement forward that they go in here. And so, their current feelings are more, it takes a lot of time for things to kind of step in any directions, right? And they've got the 9 of Cups, which is like this overflowing joy and wish fulfillment. So they got this full, emotion coming in here and passion too. So they've got this underlying energy here, which I don't feel like with this Temperance card, I feel like it's growing underneath the surface, but it is slow growing. And um, I kind of feel like they almost feel like it's a growing friendship and they don't realize that, oh, wait a minute, there's deeper feelings here, there's passion here, there's attraction here, but okay, I just don't feel like they want to see it, but it's growing there underneath the surface here. Yeah. So yeah, the future here, you've got the both the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which is an interesting combination. It does show they're both spiritual people who, like I feel like this is you. You connect up above, you go behind the veil, you dive deep into emotions. They're more seeker of truth, capital T truths of the higher thinking. Um, so I feel like it's a good combo because they both are very spiritual beings. They have different. It's like it's almost like being doctors, but one's like a general practitioner and one is a specialist. It's like you have this compatibility, but difference enough too, where you're not stepping on each other's toes, if that makes sense. So I feel like it does grow together. The 5 is the number of partnership and commitment as well. But I just feel like there's a lot of interesting. It's just like kind of a parallel path. And let me see, is there going to be is this love and pat? Well, they already said that there's love and passion. They're growing. They're just not focused on that. They're not aware of it. They're not paying attention. Yeah. And the 2 of Wands shows that could go either way because there's like a choice that's coming in here, right? Sorry, I don't know why this isn't focusing too well, but we've got this whatever we focus on is what grows and expands, and there is this choice. They're trying to decide, and so they are at this kind of pivotal time in their life where they're trying to decide what they're wanting. And so it's not a guarantee, but there's the openness. They're like learning to go with the flow with all of this here. So it just, yeah, there's just such a possibility here. The bottom of the deck, we've got the Fool card and the Page of Cups. So there's this journey, this adventure possible with the Fool card, and the Page of Cups is taking love to the next level. So there is possibilities there of this energy, and I feel like it's kind of there, but I just, again, that Temperance is patience. It's like, I know. So hopefully that brings not a whole lot of clarity there, right? And it's like, well, I just don't know. What is all this about? But they're trying to figure it out, what it's all about. but they're also very, let's say they're oblivious, but I just feel like they're assuming that these feelings that are coming up, this attraction and stuff, is more friends, but that's still undetermined yet. So very, very back and forth kind of energy. If you haven't picked that up, because I feel like I'm going one way and then the other way and then the other way and the other way. So I feel like they're kind of aware, but kind of don't want to think about it because they don't want to ruin the friendship. But at the same time, they're like, wow, but, so anyway, this is coming in, Anita. So hang in there, really, with that, with the high priestess being you. Take time to focus on you, dive deep into your emotions, connect to spirit, go behind the veil. Um, because while we're waiting, the biggest thing we can do is work on our self love, because that allows us to love others, um, and receive love from others in a greater ways. Because we can't love people or receive love from people more than to the extent we love ourselves. So whenever we're in that temperance, patience, waiting type of energy, it's like, well, while I'm in the waiting room, instead of waiting for people to show up, I'm going to work on me and then see what unfolds. So, all right, that's what I got for you, Anita. So many blessings to you. And then Mia, give your donation some love here. Hello, dear. Thank you so much for that donation. You want to know the outcome of your action towards F in regards to his feelings for you. All right. Ooh, let's take a look here and see what is unfolding here. What is the outcome of the actions that you're taking towards him? Well, the first card that came flying out is the Eight of Pentacles, which is about putting in the work. Obviously, you see him putting all this production out here, but it's about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears. And the Eight of Pentacles is the movement up. It is moving from the apprentice to the master with this. So, there is progression here, so you're talking about the outcome of your actions. Well, there is movement. Wow. Well, I think it's going to turn out pretty good here. You got the 10 of Pentacles too, which is like full life here, individuals, the child, the dogs, the ancestry, the palace, the coin. It does, Eight of Pentacles moving into the 10 of Pentacles, a very full life here. Oh my gosh. Let me look at all these cards here. Oh my gosh. So, um, you've got 2 nights, you got movement, there's definitely movement coming here, for you, Mia, because you've got the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion and questing for emotion, and passion. You got passion and emotion flowing, fast moving here, fastest moving horse. And the Knight of Cups moves fast as well. Passion moves faster than emotion here. But oh my God, you got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So you got like all of these pentacles. This is abundance and birth, and look at the divine counterparts. And I want to kind of do it this way because I feel like it's moving from this where you're looking away from each other, right, to where you are looking at each other. And that's the progression that's been happening. And it's has all this, I mean, all this pentacles energy, the outside world, but you got the passion and the emotion coming in here. Things are not going to be able to stay the way they are. It has to grow closer or it has to go. And I feel like it's growing closer though, with all of this energy coming in here, Mia. Wow. So, very positive cards for you with all of that. So, boom shakalaka. I like this energy, and this is based on current energies, and so that is the outcome based on what's happening right now. So thank you again, Mia, for your donation. I appreciate that. Then Supernova, thank you for your additional donations here. Let's give that one some love there. And let's see here. So, okay, there it is. Messages and clarity about the addiction within those habits that you've had this year and if they'll continue to next year. All right. Let's take a look here and see what what they want you to know here. Let me fill those, and then that one and that one. All right. Okay. Yeah. I do feel like you are this next year really, really working on this. The Ten of Swords is the exhaustion, the trying to live up to all those, and the release a lot of fears. And as we talked about yesterday, those fears are what triggers all of our addictions and our habits of things. And um, so getting to this point of like I'm just sick and tired of trying to live up to all these fears and letting fears control my life. And this 10 of swords is like, I'm done. I'm done with all of this fear stuff. And so it's like emotional eating. Um, if I deal with my emotions, then I stop emotionally eating. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. And you got the Four of Wands, which is joy, celebration, energetic stability. So that is a great card to come in combination with those two here. So those two are showing joy and celebration of overcoming fears and choosing joy instead of fear and making your habit joy. And that's what's great, when you're talking about habits. Quite often I talk about this amazing tool called a cell phone. And what the cell phone does is it has a silent vibrating alarm on it, so that I don't irritate everyone else when I'm trying to change my habit. If I'm trying to remember something and put something more permanent, we're taught focus on fears, which will draw us to fears first, right? Because that's what we're taught. Fear what you're going to do wrong, fear that you're going to lose praise, and we're caught in this loop, right? And but if I like for depending on how fast I want to do it. Usually I want to do stuff like let's nail this thing and get it, nail the coffin on it, right? I'll put every half hour, every waking half hour to come back to gratitude, to joy, to whatever. And then only waking hours. Otherwise, there'll be a grump if I'm woke up every half hour I'm trying to sleep. So it's every waking half hour. And then when I drift off to my old habit, beep, 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 brrr, the vibrating alarm goes off on my phone. I'm like, who's calling me? What is this? I'm like, oh, that's right. Come back to this. Then I drift back to the old habit and brrr, and it keeps bringing me back to where I don't drift back into the old habit and I start creating a new habit. So it's something that we can do because you do have here the Page of Swords is you connecting and having clarity around this, the Five of Pentacles, the feelings of abandonment, being left out in the cold, being left behind. This is the core of where the addictions come from. These subconscious um, emotions and fears that we have about not being good enough, um, you know, um, being left behind, being left out, not being ostracized from our tribe, rejection. These are the cores of that, and those are formed when we're 7 years old and younger, even in the womb. So we've got these emotional beliefs that are bubbling around below the surface, and so when we bring these fears to the surface, right, we're able to see the clarity that comes with it. So, but I like that these cards are saying, yeah, you're working on this. You've got this. Um, you're choosing joy. You're having this balanced energy. You're seeing things in clarity from a higher perspective. Because this helps you. That Ace of Swords helps you cut away these things, right? And then your other two cards tell us here too, Hierophant, which is your soul allowing you and bringing you seeing the capital T truths of who you are, what you are, and all the truths around this. So more thinking and clarity that comes in with all this here. So you do have all that. And the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, but new birth, success, bounty that comes in next year too with all this, which shows success in overcoming these addictions. So definitely got a lot of clarity coming in, and you're getting to the root of it. And So you definitely have this ability, but we have our power of choice. So they're showing here based on your current energies, when we're looking at the future, you have the intentions and you have the possibilities of all of this, but it does take you choosing it and continually, right? And so changing the habit like we talked about is a good thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, these days there's so much that draws us out. In the olden days before TV and radio and all this stuff, we had no idea what was going on in the world. We were all about our small communities, even working out in farms and doing all that before, we had so much less uh, fear drawing us out into the world because we were really focused on the fear of starving to death, the fear of animals attacking, and those were not daily moment by moment fears like we have that are looping every time an alarm goes off on your phone telling you what news is going on in the world. Oh my god, did you know there's a war going on over, on the other side of the world? When we're like, well, these days it could impact us if we got nuclear weapons, but we're like, wow, so a lot of stuff coming in. All right. So that is what they have for that. Thank you again. And for your additional donation. And here's another one. Thank you so much. So we're going to give that some love here. Anyone to know um, laughing your ass off messages from your soul? So you want funny messages from your soul? I'm just kidding. But a bunch. So I feel like I do want to into the Lonely Woods deck here. So I feel like they want to give you one of these cards. All right, thank you, Tina. I did get the cash app, so thank you for that. So we will, you will be right after Dune and right after Dune. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look here. So Supernova. All right. I want to give you this one right here. You've got, wow. So it's like the hermit card that with the lantern, right? I love it. Your inner light will guide you. All right, I get it already. Oh yeah. Message from your soul. Here it comes. Light your own torch now and use this inner light to guide you on the path. Your inner light will illuminate the stony ground, the loose rocks, the thorns, and ditches along the way. Keep your inner light burning bright and trust the story unfolding beneath your feet. No one else can light the way. It is the light in your heart that will give you the greatest guidance when all about you falls into darkness. You may feel utterly alone at present, but know that others can see your light and the way you are showing. The torch that you bear will become the light that inspires others to step out of the crowd and follow the radiance of their soul. You are a way shower, right? Boom. So there you go. What a message. And so perfect for that. I just want to show you again. Beautiful, beautiful. And that is their message from the soul. Very right on point. All righty. So that was those. Okay, and then Jaspreet, hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that some love there. And happy new year to you too. So you said you wish to know you current feelings of Meninder. All right. Oh, you know, black magic and dark magic and all that, it can't impact us unless we let it. So if people, they're like, "Oh, this happened," because it's like if someone came up to me and said, I put a curse on you and you're going to get sick. If I go, oh my gosh, you put black magic on me and I'm going to get sick. Oh my god, I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get sick. Well, I'm telling myself my energy which is what controls my life, not anyone else's, I'm focusing on getting sick. So guess what? The universe goes, "Oh, you want to get sick? Here, have some sickness since you're ordering it." But if I'm like, I don't believe in that other people can impact me unless I allow it. Someone comes up to me and goes, "You're gonna get sick. I put black magic on you," and I'm like, "Oh, boo, 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 boo," and I don't believe it. I'm not gonna get sick. In fact, I start instead going, "I am so grateful for my perfect health. Thank you, Creator." It doesn't impact us. So when we're talking about, oh, I put black magic on someone to break them up, unless someone wants to be broken up, then it doesn't impact them, right? Or if they believe it, "Oh my gosh, they put black magic and we're gonna break up." Both of you or one of you is, "We're gonna break up, we're gonna break up, we're gonna break up." Guess what? We're ordering, "I wanna break up," and then they do. But that doesn't mean, that anyone else has control over us. So that's something important to know there. Um, so and let's take a look here. So current feelings of Mender towards you and just in general, what do they want you to know around this? All right. Yeah. Yeah. See, they've got this inner struggle going on here, Jaspreet. They've got this, internal conflict with their energy. And they're going through this transformation. They've got this Eight of Pentacles, which shows them that they're putting in the work. It's like someone going into like a caterpillar going into transformation to become a butterfly, and they've got movement of thought and belief and all this stuff that's happening here. So they're going through a big transition. They're going through a lot of internal conflict, and this makes sense why they just had so much going on, their head and their heart battling each other, and all these fears, and they're on this quest to try to see things differently, trying to transform here. And they're on a very slow journey here with the temperance. It's the alchemy going back and forth. It takes quite a while for things to unfold here, but they're slowly rising here with the king, or not the king, the emperor, who's the ruler of all kings. And sorry, I don't know why this is not, come on. They're out of focus, which makes sense with them because the emperor has a lot of advisors that confuse them because they're all telling them something different. And it's difficult for them to try to please everyone in the kingdom because there's so many different people, um, telling them so many different things, like I said. So they've got this energy of eventually wanting to stand up for themselves, wanting to choose what they want to choose. But that's what they're figuring out here, especially with this combination of these two cards, is they're trying to figure out, what is my truth? And this is the same thing with the Emperor. What is my truth and what am I going to do? What energy do I want to put around it? So, I'm kind of glad that there's no contact because yeah, so he might have a little bit of that in his own blood too, right? Because that's passed down from parent to child, parent to child, parent to child. Usually, narcissists breed narcissists by their actions and or um, you know control over people, and then the controller, the person who's being controlled, tries to be in control and tries to control others, but they won't try to control their master narcissist. They will become little mini narcissists unless they break the cycle. And I feel like this is what they're trying to do because they don't want to be that, but they're in the middle of a firestorm with this five of wands. It's like just there's this tornado going around them, and it's like, I'm glad that you're not in the middle of it because you're just going to get burned. But they are in the process here, and they could go, when I'm looking at the future, there's so much to be figured out, and that temperance is so it's like almost years away from them getting out from underneath all this impact they've had so much in their life. So, Jaspreet, I would, if you know, I really feel like a nudge from spirit about live your passion, go live your life, and don't worry. Consider yourself um, blessed for having them moved out of your life, so that you don't have to fall under that dominion under that. Yeah. So they're saying here, this star card, really find out what your wish upon a star is. I don't feel that they are it, but this is about you discovering for yourself what is my dream? Not what I've been told my dream is supposed to be, but what is my dream? And they're like, go live your passion, go live your dream. Consider this what a wonderful learning experience about what you don't want and what you don't want to experience, and there's freedom that comes from that. So that's what's coming in there for you. Hopefully, I know it's sometimes difficult, but when you're like, you know what, sometimes there's a old country song about thanking God for unanswered prayers, and you're like, "Whoosh, thank you, psh, run, don't walk, run." But pursue your dreams. Try to figure out, what is my dream come true, because they're not it. They're you know, um, maybe some fears, they played on some fears and have drew you in, but consider yourself blessed for not being in that. Is really what I feel Spirit wants you to know. So hang in there, Jaspreet. Run, run, not out of fear, but run towards your dream. Don't run away. Run towards your dream, which is not them. All right. So that's what's coming in for you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you don't have to be, right? If you're stuck in the mud and you can't get your shoe, just take off your shoes anyway and just leave behind and move forward. All right. And then Dune, you are up next. Thank you for your donation. Let's give that some love there. And you won the general for the first 4 months of 2024. Absolutely. And if you haven't checked out your 2024 energy forecast, there's a one for each individual zodiac sign that can give you some additional information too. So let's see, what does Spirit wants you to know about your first 4 months of 2024? All right. So you've got the King of Swords as the energy underneath. So you're going to be a lot of communication, a lot of clarity is coming in for you in your first 4 months. And let's see what the clarity comes in here for. Wow, yeah. So you definitely are putting here the world card is an ending of old cycles and beginning of new adventures, and the King of Wands is all about putting form to your dreams, putting form to things, taking action. Uh, it's fire energy of new beginnings and new action. So you are getting a lot of clarity around things, and you're leaving behind the old ways of approaching things and people and belief systems and those things too. So I like this. It's like refreshing because the world card is the last card in the major arcana, and then you start off again at the zero with the full card, which is all about. Let me see, did you get them? No. um, which is all about a journey free of expectations and restrictions and fears and all of that. So I like that, because here with this king, they are the ones, they not only rule over the sword suit with the queen, but all the kings are given a second portion of air. So they're the masters of thinking and clarity. And in addition to all of that, you also have, let's see if we can do these. Here we go. You got the Page of Swords, which is a new thought, new belief, and you're overcoming this struggle, this battle between your heart and your mind with all of this. So you've got all the tools, you got all the gifts that are coming in here with the king being able to rule over all this, and the King of Wands, who's giving you the magic wand too, to put fire around the things that you determined during this 4 month period. And it has to do here with I feel like you're on this same path as me with the 5 of Pentacles. I've got a ton in the 2nd house of Taurus, um, in my birth chart, which is all about worth, and that's why I think a lot of big piece of my messages is all about, discovering our worth and how to connect our worth to a higher place, because the 5 of Pentacles is the card of lack. But that's the transformation of lack and how we move from feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, like we're not going to have enough, left behind. And there's this transition that happens here with all of this, um, because what happens is we realize through our journey, and I feel like this is a big ahas that you're getting in the first 4 months, is um, when I depend on humans, I have this mindset that humans are what bring me what I need in each moment, and that's what we're all taught. Because as children, that's what we see. People, our parents, or whoever's in charge of us, is giving us food, giving us sustenance, you know, maybe not giving us consistently. That's where we experience abandonment, because when a human, all humans, when they go, their little inner child goes into feeling unsafe and out of control, we withdraw. The intelligent, loving, compassionate side's kicked out, right? And then this little 2-year-old and its pet cat, its hissing pet cat, are in charge. They will pull back all support because I need it to survive. Every man for themselves, every human for themselves, you know, and that's where we experience abandonment and lack, because a human has withdrawn what they were given to us. They've withdrawn it to take it back. But what happens with the 5 of Pentacles is this transformation where we realize, wait a minute, Creator shows us I'm the one that brings you what you need in each moment. And it's not the humans. And they've never let us down. We've always had everything we need in each moment. Otherwise, we'd be dead right now, right? So we've gotten everything. They've got a great track record. We can depend on them. They will never abandon us. They never withdraw from us. They've got unconditional, eternal love for us. And so this 5 of Pentacles changes from this fear of abandonment, this fear of lack that we're taught through humans, to trust, having this trusting relationship with the Creator, that they're going to bring us exactly what we need in each moment and more too, because they love us, that much. Bottom of the deck, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So you move from this belief of 5 of Pentacles of abandonment to this overflowing fullness of life. And you realize how full your life is, and we change our definition too of, we get a lot of supposed to's and shoulds and need to's about, well, for you to be loved and lovable and acceptable, you have to have this much in the bank and live this kind of lifestyle and have this kind of stuff and blah blah blah. And we strive to win Powerball and lottery to so that I have millions and I'll never have to fear not having enough. But the whole thing with that is when we realize we're already these co-creators, we're already part owners of the entire universe, that these mindsets we have about owning things here, we have, it's like there's a great old Christian hymn when I was growing up in Christianity back in the day, about his eye is on the sparrow. The Creator's eye is on the sparrow, and if they'll care for the sparrow, how they'll watch over me. And there's this beautiful, energy in that, knowing that the Creator does love us so much. The spirit world wants us. They're not like, well, let's see how you feel if you suffer. They're not like that at all. They're for us. The universe is kind. And I feel like this is what's happening this first 4 months, is you're really understanding and developing this trusting relationship with the Creator, where in times where fear starts to go up, you're going to hear this inner whisper, do you trust me? And it's the Creator asking if you trust them. And if you're like, it makes you think, right? You're like, oh, well, way to put me on the spot. But it's like, no, they would just, they're not asking because they don't know. They're all knowing. They're asking us so that we can know that we truly do. It's just getting it out of our heart to realize, oh, I do trust you. and I love you, And so I feel like there's this beautiful transformation that is coming in for you there. So that is what they have for you, Dune. Hopefully that helps. And trust me, you're not alone in that journey. We're all taught, don't trust people. So that's what's coming in there. But we can trust the creator because they will they'll send us like I always say they're like Amazon in a way, the creator. We order something, we're like, hey, I need this, and it'll come through Amazon delivery where the creator does it, you know, the Amazon truck arrives, or it'll come through, UPS, DHL, whatever delivery of other through humans, but it doesn't mean it's coming from them. They're just the deliverer, right? All right. So that is what is coming in there for you. It's funny. I just got emails about UPS delivering tomorrow. So there you go. Right on time. It cracks me up. All right. So that is what they have. I know, right? Beautiful. I love that. All right. And then so Scorpio, you were up next here. And then Supernova, you'll be up after that. So thank you for your donation, Scorpio. And so you want to ask what Robert is currently feeling towards you and what his intentions might be. All right, we'll take a look here into his energy. I'm just gonna, since we've hit 12 o'clock, I need to take a sip here. Refresh the cards and let's go. All right. So, what is Robert currently feeling towards you? And of course, when we ask their feelings, this is their energy. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with us, but we can take a peek and go, what's energy is like boop boop towards you? Because we know how it is. If I woke up and I get a great night's sleep and I had a good breakfast, I think everyone's amazing. But if I didn't sleep well and I woke up not feeling good and feeling sick and I'm grumpy and ornery, people are at a much lower level than on those other days. It's human, right? It's what happens. So let's take a look here and see what's going on here. So that's their energy right now towards you. And then what are their intentions towards you right now? What's their energetic intentions and what's going on here? Okay, no, not those. Yeah, look, the energy of the cards feels very weird. So they must be in a weird place. Let's take a look here and see what's happening here. All right. Well, yeah, their energy towards you feels very positive in the moment, but the Two of Wands says, but that can change at any moment because it all depends on what they're focusing at. When they're joyful and they're focusing on joy, they feel wow. But when they're focusing on their fears, you know. But they've got this Ten of Cups, this joy overflowing, and this Empress card of sensuality and birth and nurturing and so they see this, it's very positive cards here. um but that's what we have, this Two of Wands that says, yeah. In the moment, that's why they had me start off, he must have had a good night's sleep and a good breakfast because he's thinking things are great in the moment. But let's see what the intentions are and see what we have here, because I just feel like they're in this weird place. Yeah, they're definitely in their head. Got the King of Swords, which, so big thinker, big overthinker, are they? With this energy that's coming in, because I just feel like they're overanalyzing, trying to understand what it is they're wanting, what's going on here. And they got the Emperor too, which is Aries energy, again, trying to figure out what they want. They got a lot of advisors yapping in their ear about the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's. And when we've got, this Emperor rules over all four kings, they've got all of this thinking and feeling and acting and all this stuff that's going on in there. And I can see that this is why the energy feels so weird with them, because they're all over the place. They're trying to figure things out. they are putting in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears with this Eight of Pentacles, but there's a lot of hidden and unknown that's below the surface here too. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening with all of this, and I just feel like they have no idea what their intentions are. I just all this crazy just extreme is what I mean, energy of just I feel like they're pulled in all these different directions and by all of the especially I'm just seeing all these people chattering. It's like they're all talking at once. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's the kind of energy I feel like they go to. Right now I feel like maybe they're alone because they feel this way, but then all this noise comes in, and that's what I feel like they have this ebb and this flow that comes in with what's going on in their life, and just um they find peace in a moment, and then the wave of noise comes and it just throws them for a loop where they'll yeah, they run. It's like, I'm going to my throne room, or I'm going to my chambers," psh, and they run away from all the noise, and it's like, well, you can't run away forever, right? You have to you're the emperor of your life, you have to make decisions, you can't keep running from making decisions out of fear of letting people down, and I feel like that's what's going on with them is there's just like like avoid is he an avoidant person? I just what I feel like they're just like, okay, I'll make a decision by the end of the day, and then they'll run and they're like, well, tell everyone I got sick. I can't make a decision today. Next week, I'll do it next week, and they keep on, you know, pushing things away and putting people off, if that makes sense. But I'm just like, wow, you know. And hopefully you're not like embedded in their life, because it's like when someone's driving through a hurricane, you're like, I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you after the hurricane clears, and we'll see what's left. It's that kind of, whoa, I don't know what's going to be on the other side of this, um, because they are, they're trying to work. It's like if you ever see like a cocoon of some kind, and you're like, I don't know if that's quite a butterfly. I wonder, or an egg. What's going to be birthed out of this egg? We're like, I don't know. There's a crack. I don't know. What is it? Is it a dinosaur, a dragon, a little chick, or a snake? I don't know. Here it comes. It's that anticipation, the unknowingness that's coming in here. So I know that's what's going on right now. You're like, okay, what are we gonna do, right? So definitely, it's like when you hear they're showing me when you hear an ambulance, and you're like, yeah, their day's a lot worse. Wherever that's headed, they're having a much worse day than I am. So send them love, because you're like, by there by the grace of God go us. So that's what's coming through, Scorpio. So yeah, that makes sense. I just feel like they're just they got a lot going on right now, for sure. All right. So thank you again for your donation. And then Supernova, you got a couple more here. Thank you so much for your multiple donations. All right, let's give this one some love here. And some messages of encouragement and support from your guides. What are they wanting to say? All right. I love that they're wanting to give you these oracle cards today, because they got the Oracle of the Unicorns for encouragement here. Let's see what they want you to know. What is their message here for you? All right. That is the one. What do we have here? Wow, all of them have been about intuition, right? Today. What a beautiful card. And it says, listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. I love it. Let's see what else they say here. The answers you seek in any situation can be found by turning within, asking for guidance from your heart, or using a divination tool to access your inner wisdom. Divination tool, it can be pendulum, it can be cards, tarot, oracle, whatever it may be. Do not rely on any outside source or your conscious mind to give you the information you really need. Listen for that quiet whisper from within. Practice feeling the energy of your different options and choose the one which feels lightest. The more you tune in and listen, the more you'll recognize the ways in which your inner guidance shows itself to you. It may feel like a soft, deep knowing or a light, loving energy. It is important to trust that your higher self can see the bigger picture and knows exactly how to guide you, even if it doesn't make sense. The answer you get back may not be the easiest or the most logical, and your mind may try to rationalize a different option. Ask the unicorns to hold you in a clear space while you seek true guidance and have the faith and the courage to follow it, no matter what. I like it. And it is interesting too, and when they're talking about tarot and divination, because tarot, you can read books and it says this is what this means and this is what this means, and like that's a good baseline of like, okay, that's what it could mean. But with tarot readers, you develop your own language with spirit. And that's with any divination, it's with any communication with spirit. You develop your own language with them. Like, when I find a feather, that means this, or, when I come across a coin I find on the ground, this is what that means, and da da da, and da da da, and da da da. When when I see a bat picture, it means they're coming to my rescue like Batman, or, whatever it may be, but you develop your own language of intuition with them. And I feel like that's what they're wanting to bring in there for you is, you know, you can develop your language with us and um, communicate with us. All of these cards you got today were all about take time to communicate with us, talk to us, communicate, open communication, grow our communication, trust your intuition, trust your gut instinct, trust the messages from us. So I love it that they're like, woo, this next year for you is going to be just such a heightened relationship that you have with spirit where you don't have a doubt what your next step is. It's like the Queen of Wands that comes in where it's like, you know, it'll go damn. For sure. It's like you just have this connection where you just get the guidance and the clarity that comes in from them. And I like it. And it's a growth process. It's like someone learning to speak, like a little child learning to speak for the first time. They say things that you're just like, "What did you just say?" Or, "Whoa, that's not quite the word." Like when a little kid tries to say fire truck and says something else, you're just like, "Whoops, that's a curse word. Don't say that." But that's funny. But you get to develop your own language with spirit. And I love that for you. So that's their encouragement there. I love it. They're like, um, wow, this next year definitely huge. So I like that. All right. And then I see you have another donation here. So thank you for that. I don't see a question yet, though. So I'll wait to mark that. Um, and they don't care. There are no swear words from spirit's perspective. They don't actually speak a language. They speak emotion anyway. So they probably hear us cussing all the time in our heart. Wow, wow, oh God, oh God, oh God. Too funny. All right. So I'm just gonna give these a shuffle here. Take another quick sip here. All right. So I'll keep checking to see your next question here, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to jump up and start with the first free reading, which was Dollface Diva. Hey, Dollface. You're like a general for next week. So, what does Spirit want you to know about next week? All right. Well, you definitely have some clarity coming in here with the Ace of Swords. I like this communication. And you have the Seven of Wands too, which is about you being true kind of to your authentic self and not shining, not like dimming your light, shining bright. And I feel like there's communication coming in where you're being raised up in some way, either job, love, attention. And some people don't like it here with the Seven of Wands, and it's okay. The message that comes in and the clarity that comes in is that, when people badmouth us, they're bad mouthing themselves because they're looking in a mirror. And so whatever they see in the mirror is themselves, it's a reflection. And so when they already feel low about themselves, and when and they already see us as above them, and then when something happens where we're raised higher by their perspective, it makes them feel like they're even lower, and so like, come back down here and be miserable with us. They'll try to either boast themselves up or destroy and bring you down, or both, to where they feel that they're on the same level. This is all their perception and their perspective, so who knows, what reality really is, because we're all living off of our own perceptions. We might even think we're down here and we're like, finally, we've been raised up to where they're at in our mind. But in their mind, we were here and we got raised up even further. We don't know what's going on out here. All these human heads, right? So this Seven of Wands is like this clarity going, yeah, you know what? People acting out of fear is because they feel low, and we don't have to solve that for everyone else. But if we, from compassion in our heart, want to help lift them up sincerely, every human has a handle by which they can be lifted. Sincerely telling someone something that we appreciate about them lifts them up. Blowing smoke up their behindy by not believing it, going, oh, I think you're awesome. People, we all see right through that. We're like, how am I awesome? Just in general, you're awesome. But if you can specifically tell someone something like, one of the things I love about you is you never give up on your friends. Like, when this and this happened, look at, you're always there for them. And they're like, wow, if you can specifically tell someone something and back it up with facts, they see that you're sincere with it. And that's nothing you have to do, but that's just some information. But so that's what they have for you, Dollface Diva. I like this for you, but I do feel like you have a little bit of an uplifting that comes in. So I like it. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. Supernova, let me give your donation some love there. And you said, what do your guides want you to see in yourself for the year ahead? All right. And hopefully that wasn't Freudian. You said tear ahead. No crying. There's no crying in baseball. No, I'm just kidding. That's from a movie. A League of Their Own, a great movie. If you ever have a chance to see it, with Gina Davis and Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell. I think it was Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah. All right, let's take a look here. What? Yeah. So, what do they want you to see in yourself for this next year? Well, the first card up, Three of Cups. So they're like, all right, so you do, based on current energies, you will have this connection with the spirit world, right? We got this, we got the Three of Cups coming back in, right? Again. So we've got that beautiful, beautiful energy going. So number one, connection with spirit will be at an all-time high. Number two, self-love, Ace of Cups. You become the chalice. You really, this next year, connect so high with your this connection with spirit of the love here. So I'm trying to get it to focus, but so you become the chalice. Spirit fills you up, which is the dove here. They fill you up and you overflow out to the world. So you've got this beautiful self-love that expands and goes this next year. You also have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, you have a lot of decisions that come up this next year, and they're telling you here that they want you to know that you learn very much about closing your eyes and opening your heart, kind of like the other card about intuition. The Two of Swords talks about, see how they're blindfolded here. One is of the mind, the other is of the moon, of emotion, opening the heart. And so you're able to really sense um, decisions to be made, and you follow your heart rather than your head this next year. And I like that. And then you have the King of Pentacles, abundance, fulfillment, overflowingness, a lot of outside world. You feel this fullness, but they've lived the entire Pentacle suit. And one of the big things, the wisdom that the King of Pentacles brings is that you end up seeing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And you really learn this next year that the outside world can never bring you what you're looking for. You only can find that through that Ace of Cups, inward and upward, and that everything on the outside world is above and beyond extra. And when you see the world that way, there's so much less stress, so much less drive to do so much and to achieve and get to the destination, because you're finding I've got everything I need inside of me, and I'm always with me, and I've got connection to all this beautiful support from the upper realms, that I'm going to enjoy the journey and enjoy the moments. So I like this for you. It's just like kind of a, definitely a beautiful year of growth. And I mean, if you thought you grew this year, this next year, 2024 is for you. The number 4 for you. And it's beautiful. I like it. So that's what they have for you, Supernova. I'm loving it, and thank you for all your multiple donations. I really appreciate that. You help support all these free readings that we're about to get into here. I'll be on for about 30 more minutes. So I'll try to get through as many free ones. If I don't get through enough of them, I will come back this afternoon. But we'll take a look here and see how many we can get through. So Happy Pill, you are up next. Next week's reading for you. All right. 2, right? It's a wonderful subject. What's going on next week? Well, you've got some new opportunities coming up here. That the world card is the last card in Major Arcana, ending of old cycles, beginning of a new adventure, a new opportunity opening up here for you. So the old ways of doing something are falling away, and there's this great opportunity that's opening up. But don't I feel like Spirit is saying there's an opportunity that opens up, and you might look at it going, well, no, I can't do that. They're like, put that old way of thinking away and go, you know what? This opportunity that's opening up, it's something I want to do, and I'm not going to let anything hold me back anymore. I do want to move forward on this and step forward. So do it, do it, do it. So that's what's coming in Happy Pill. So whatever opportunity comes up, it's like a week of saying yes. What this opportunity is, say yes. All right. And then Magician, you are up. You wanted a general reading. So what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So you're breaking through some barriers here. You've got the 5 of Swords, which is conflict between your head and your heart. Something that's been holding you back here. You've even got the little bandage on the head there, which shows that we've been hitting our head up against something, trying to get through. But the reason why we are having trouble getting through it is because it's a head thing. Well, it's an emotional thing, but you're trying to get through it with the head instead of with the heart. And so you're figuring this out. Whatever this has been, that feel like a barrier that's been holding you back, whether it's love, job, education, whatever it is you're trying to move forward on, that you keep on feeling like you're hitting a brick wall. It's because your inner child is going, no, we don't deserve that. And it's an emotional thing. It's an emotional barrier that your inner child has up because they're the ones in charge of the forest field. And so they're the ones that are keeping things from you in a way that you can't move forward on. So, if you look into that, I have a great video. It's a Take 10 with Zen on my playlist. It's episode 5, which is it talks about fate, but the Six of Pentacles is what it talks about, this out of balance giving and receiving, where our little inner child feels we have to do 1,000 of this to get one back. And it talks about how to balance that out. So I feel like that is what they're wanting you to know right now. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you, magician, and enjoy the adventure. Yay. All right. Scroll down here. So we did that one. All right. Shloka Sancher. Hello, hello. Love advice from your angels. Let's see what we got here. Well, love advice here. You've got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords holds the Ace of Swords here. This is all about gaining clarity and cutting away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that keep things limited, right? When we all have this growing up, we're given a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about what love should be, supposed to be, need to be, have to be, must be, who there should be, supposed to need to be, blah blah blah, who we are, blah blah, all these rules around what love should be. And it has this energy of um boxing us in, boxing in the heart, trapping the heart to where when we have such all these expectations, we're telling the universe it has to be this person in this way in this timing, blah, blah, blah. And they say, well, that is on back order for 1,000 years. If you'll cut away some of these expectations and thoughts and beliefs, these stories, and approach love more with, I trust you, Creator, bring the perfect person in the perfect way, the perfect timing. I do want love. And in the meantime, we focus in on our own heart, the old restrictions that we have on ourselves, then that's what opens up love for us more, because we can't love others or receive love from others greater than to the extent we love ourselves. So if I love myself that much because of all those rules that I have around love, then love doesn't flow very well. But the more I expand it and get rid of those, the more I open up the pipeline and the more love I get from above, which is a win win. And then also the amount of love I can give and receive from the humans also expands. So this is what they're having you look at right now, Shloka, is what rules of rooted in fears of losing conditional love, fears of rejection, fears of like, well, this is what love has to be in order for me to be lovable. Some questioning of that is what they're saying, and there's some freedom that comes with that. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then, Da Baby, you are up next. All right. And you wanted a general reading. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay. So I wanted that one. What else? Whoa. Cards flying over the place. All right. But these are the two that made themselves known. Yeah, you've got the judgment card, which is your higher self calling your human to this higher place. And there's these new opportunities that are opening up here. And so this is like a focus going outside of the human realm of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos. And it's like the judgment card is like this calling, like not like a calling card, like a business card, but you're being called to your calling. And there's this Ace of Pentacles is about that there's an opportunity opening up here for you to take a step more towards your dream, your higher heart dream of what is coming true here. And I feel like with that double endings and double beginnings, the two X's with the judgment card is like there's this opening up of opportunities and this shaking of things of happening. Like it's like this isn't bringing me what I thought it would, or so this feelings of disappointment or um, dissatisfaction is a good word. And it's just like there's got to be more. Is this all that there is? And so there's this great opening coming up here for you, and to step into that to understand what it is. But it's like step back and step up, and see what what is your high heart is drawing you to, and then step out into it. There's an opportunity that's coming up. Excuse me. It wasn't like a burp. You ever have air just escape out of your from whoa, what is this? Something's wanting to come up out of you to be expressed. That's funny. So there you go, die baby. Let it out. All right. All right. And then Dijona Sturgis, you're up next. You also wanted a general reading. Let's take a look here. What does spirit want you to know right now? All right. Wow. So you've got a lot of fire coming in here. You got the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight out of them all, and the Queen of Wands too. And the knight actually serves the queen. She's like, I want this, and the knight goes, yes, we'll go on the quest for it. But so there is this fire, movement, action, energy coming in here. The quest determining you as the queen, what is it that you want out of life? And then taking steps towards it too. There's this connection here with the black cat is your connection to the spirit world. The queen rules over spiritual energy too in action. And so it's like connecting to the higher self, to your spirit guides, to your, creator. And what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to move forward with? And then taking action toward it. So there is this fire, movement. So if you've been like, well, I don't know what I want to do. If you feel stagnant, if you feel like life is holding you back, it's like, well, where would you rather be? And if we're like, I don't know, then, like all of us, like, I don't know, because we live so much of our life trying to please other people that a lot of times it's difficult for us to go, I don't know what I want or where I want to go. I just been listening to everyone all my life. And so this is new. There's a great book. Um, you got to discover your Dharma if anyone is interested in trying to find out like life purpose. And she has a great website, which I think I have a link down here. Let me just grab it really quick because there's yeah, if you go to her website, which is imsahararose.com, let me just throw it down here. Um, there's some great tests there, some quizzes under purpose. They have a Dharma archetype quiz, and then also under the Ayurveda, there's a dosha quiz and that gives you a little report. You might have to like sign up for their with your email. It's all free though. Those things are free. And then if you read over those things and you want to know more, her book is we're reading it in our praying mantis sessions, and oh my god, it is amazing. So, but that can help if you're unsure. But it is time to step forward and put some action, and movement into your world. So I like it. All right. So that's what they have for you. And then Magana, you are up next. So two of your closest friends have been saying that SW will come back just because his current relationship isn't working out and he'll realize that you were better. Will he actually? Let's take a look here and based on his current ones. You know, we have here with the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all. And and of course, yeah, not anytime soon is totally correct here. Very slow moving night. And I feel like spirit is going, you know what? Um, this is about you finding out what is your dream come true, and really pursuing that, getting clarity around what is your wish, and is that really your wish? Um, they can try to come back, but um just red flags all over the place with that. And yeah, I mean, do people change? Sometimes. But people generally show you who they are. And you know I can relate to this, and I feel like spirit is saying, let's be honest with ourselves a little bit, right? Most of us in this room have great intuition, and we pick up on people's possibilities, like, "Oh, I see who they could be." And then we fall in love with that, and we think we can help them become that. But believe it when people show you who they are, and if they go away and then they come back and go, "I've changed," then it's more, "Well, you show me that first before I let you in my door. You can date me for 3 months, and I need to see you a lot, and I need to see who you are, and after the 3 months, then I'll decide." They're like, "What? I gotta prove myself?" Well, yeah, you do, because of what happened, you know? You need to gain my trust, and you need to show me who you are, not tell me who you are. And so I feel like they're saying here that their patterns will continue to repeat, and if their current relationship isn't working out, it's not because it's the other person, it's because what's going on inside of them, right? And so if their relationship doesn't work out, that's telling you there's still something going on inside of them, right? Big red flag. But so I feel like spirit is saying, man, let's just, focus on what is your true dream. And they're not your true dream. They are, I feel like, someone that you would settle for because you're like, well, my dream isn't reasonable. Your dream is reasonable. And so go for your dream, not for what someone says, like, I'm your dream. And you're like, show me you're my dream. And you're like, oh, you're not my dream. So there you go, Magana. That's what they have for you. So there you go. All right. No, Kimberly, I haven't done yours yet. You are not even on the screen here. So you are probably, oh, no, you're not next, Kimberly. I just highlighted your name. It shows you how aware I am. Uh, so you're actually next. It's like I don't see you. It's because I had your name highlighted. So Kimberly, hey. So you want to know Marshall's current feelings? You just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh. Just laugh at me or with me, whatever you prefer. So Marshall's current feelings. All right. Well, Marshall here, balancing the head and heart here, and they're making some space in their life here. They have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from emotions and relationships that no longer serve them. And they're walking away to something that they feel like letting go of these relationships and friendships and emotions is going to give them the space to feel, um, you know, where they can allow emotion that's more in alignment with who they are and living. And I like this for him because it's very balanced. The King of Cups, they whirl over their own suit, but they all get mind. They all get, and so they're not totally emotional and they're not totally in their head. They got a good balance between heart and mind coming in here. And I feel like this is kind of new for them. Like they've got some great ahas and some um I don't know, balance is so it's I feel like balance is new for them. They're usually pendulum one or the other, but they were finding um this nice energy in the middle right now. And so yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, they want to pursue what makes them feel like a dream come true, feeling emotionally fulfilled. And so um I feel like they're making some decisions of who they're having in their life and who they're not to make space for this and so that's their current feelings in general. I don't know if you were wanting them to know about you, the current feelings for you. Well, you got the King of Wands. They've got passion for you. So they've got the hots, the energetic attraction and physical attraction, but they're working on feelings, opening up feelings, which is good, right? Oh, makes sense, Libra. Yeah, the different scales. So I love that. So I feel like they are trying to open up emotions, which is new for them. I feel like they're normally used to acting on their passions, but they're actually been opening up their emotions. Interesting. Don't know what the holidays did for them. Maybe seeing people together and missing people who have passed or who aren't in their life anymore that they normally would see during the holidays. I feel like it just kind of triggered some. It's like the Grinch; their heart expanded 3 times the size. So That's what's coming in there, Kimberly. So interesting. So that's what they have. Many blessings to you. And then Mars. So you met two men, Lonnie and Zane, in a dream. In a dream, wow. They perplexed you so much. You wanted to know more about them. Yeah, let's take a look here and just we'll pull one for Lonnie and okay, and that one's for Zane. All right, so Lonnie, wow, King of Pentacles. So very earthy, very grounded, very it's like there's this energy around them of worthiness and worthfulness, if that makes sense. Let's see what Zane has here. Oh, and the power of choice. So two very powerful individuals, and I could definitely see this here that it's almost like they are I don't say spirit guides, but in a way they are these beautiful mirrors that are coming in here for you. Oh, anyway, said you want to know romantically better. The King of Pentacles with Lonnie shows abundance of the outside world. It shows, um, this fullness and allows you to see your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. Very grounding energy. Very, very solid. Maybe in comparison to Zane, a little boring if you compared them. Not boring, but not as active because the chariot card is movement, victory, power of choice coming in. But this feels very like home. This feels very much like travel and like action, movement, a lot of activity of like extra growth. It just almost feels like work in comparison to this. This feels being at home and Netflixing and this is like go 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 kind of energy. So like even though this is Cancer energy, I feel like fiery versus grounded. And so Lonnie feels grounded and Zane feels like a lot to handle, a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of go, 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 go. And so whatever you feel is, um, you know, there's no better. Um, I feel like, well, I feel like Lonnie would be because of the Earth energy, which is like a feeling like Taurus Venus energy would be more romantic. Where Zane, the fiery, would be more passion, if that makes sense. So there you go. So that's what they have for you, Mars. All right. So many blessings to you. Hey Daniel, I see you have a message down there. You're way down the list, so I probably won't get to your question in the next. I'm only going to be on for about 10 more minutes or so, but I will be back on after this. I go to a praying mantis session. This is for everyone. Um, I'm only going to get through a few more free readings here. But I go to my praying mantis session. I'm on there for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to go eat, run an errand. Then I'll be back to finish up some free readings, and then I'll be back this evening too, tonight and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also Saturday and Sunday at 11. But it'll be later that I'll be able to get to that. Unless anyone in the next 5 minutes or so makes a donation, I'll prioritize those. Otherwise, I'll continue on the free readings and be back later. All right. All right. And let's see. So we had made it down to Marie Jones. Hey, Marie. I want to know, what do you need to hear for the month of January? All right. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know for the month of January? All right. It's all about balance in January. You got the scales and the six of pentacles here, which is equal giving and receiving. And you've got the King of Cups who's balancing the heart and mind. So January is very much about taking a step back, taking a lot of deep breaths and balancing things, seeing things from both perspectives of the head and the heart, both from a place of giving and receiving, but it's about balancing things out, not over giving to anyone and to give to yourself. I love that for you because you are such a huge heart and you do tend to sacrifice yourself for others. But there is this balancing of things is so important for you in the month of January. Um, and like I said, a lot of deep breaths, take a step back. When decisions need to be made, if even if they're urgent, say, okay, give me 5 minutes. I just need to and kind of just take a big deep breath and come out of urgency into what's important and balance things out, balance the important with the urgent. Because a lot of times urgent things are not important and they can just be let go too. So I like that for you. All right, that's what they have for you, Marie. So many blessings to you. And then Grace, 1111, a general reading. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. All right. So some beautiful head and heart coming in here. You got the King of Swords, who is the master of thinking and gaining clarity too, because they not only rule over swords, but all the kings are given a second portion of air. And so they're the master of thinking and evaluation, getting clarity around things. And you've got the Five of Cups. And I feel like what's important right now, we might be kind of consumed with looking at some lower vibrational emotions, anything rooted in fear, rejection, anger, betrayal, anything like that, that we've got some disappointing emotions going on here. And there's some clarity that they're going to be bringing in here for you, allowing you to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. And so it's important to take a step back and realize behind you is your power of emotional choice. And though that we come here to experience the lower vibrational emotions, there's always a second option. Every moment is either of the lower vibrational or higher vibrational. We're taught this is all we have to choose from. But when we realize there's another one, doesn't mean there's not right or wrong. They just bring us different experiences. Lower vibration makes us feel small, limited, trapped, low in all these emotions rooted in fear, right? Higher vibrational is joy, gratitude, celebration, unconditional love, all those emotions that come with that. And so there's, we do have, the option between the two. And when we're tired of feeling one way, we can go to the other. And, sometimes we might get bored with, feeling at peace. I want some drama. And it's okay. There's no wrong, like I said, there's no wrong choice. We can choose that for us. So I feel like that's what they're wanting you to know right now is that there's some clarity coming in about what's behind those lower vibrational emotions that keep coming to the surface. And it's okay to not focus on them 100%, focus more on gratitude and joy. That'll bring your vibration. But if it's something that keeps tugging at you, then it wants to be looked at. It wants to be released and transformed into something higher vibrational. So we can look at it, we can journal about it, but don't make it your primary focus. Otherwise, we continue to grow it and feed it, and it just gets bigger. It's like, well, we'll throw you a snack, but I'm going to feed gratitude and joy instead. I like that for you. So that's what's coming in for you, Grace. 1111. Many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the free list here. And we got soul searching vibe. Any blessings coming to you? Let's take a look here. Any blessings? What does Spirit want you to know? There's always blessings, right? It's just a matter of seeing them sometimes. Yeah. So, a blessing coming in here, something that's been taking a little bit of time, something that's been transforming here, suddenly picks up speed and there's action and movement behind it. So, if there's been a delay, if things have been running slow, whatever it may be, you're about to have this action that speeds up here, which is a blessing, right? You've been kind of going through transformation, and it's interesting because when a caterpillar is transforming into a butterfly, it's like, I'm not moving anywhere. I'm just transitioning into a butterfly. I feel like I'm sitting still. And they're like, yeah, but once that caterpillar gets out of the cocoon and becomes a butterfly can go on these 1,000-mile pilgrimages, right? And a caterpillar can never do that in their lifetime. It takes them too long. So a little bit of a delay transforms things that allows you to leap forward and go in these directions. And that's what's coming forward here is this leap forward, whatever this transformation's been happening. So definitely that is a blessing, I think. So that's what they want you to know right now, soul searching vibes. So buckle up. It's about to take off. All right. Angel blessings, you are up. So who is coming towards you? Let's take a look here. Who does Spirit want you to know is coming towards you? All right. All right. Wow. So it is a big thinker. It's someone that can communicate, air sign, very highly indicated with the King of Swords because they rule over swords and they're the masters of air. So I feel like it's someone air sign, possibly here with both of these together can represent higher education. Um, you know, because this is about learning and growing, and this is all about learning and intelligence, seeing things from this. So it could be someone that, professor, a teacher in school, could be someone that does that, but it is definitely someone who has this energy of higher thinking, of again, just higher institution of learning, or someone that's a perpetual student that just wants to learn and grow and grow and grow and grow. And whatever it is that they have put in, a lot of work, and they have a lot of stuff unfolding for them in the outside world too. So a lot of movement coming in from their mind and putting forward things. So um is definitely someone who very intellectual, that's coming your way. So that is what's coming in there for you, angel blessings. Who is coming towards you? And so there you go. All right. So let me grab some screenshots here. I'll be coming back this afternoon. We left off with Lynx Lee. You'll be number one when I come back later this afternoon. Let me grab some screenshots, like I said, and I will go down the free readings in order as they appeared here. And then if you, of course, in order to have posted in the chat, you have to have become a subscriber. So if you go into your notification settings and set it to all, then you'll be notified when I come back on to complete out the free readings. I will come back to this one and put a comment. Sorry, I'm trying to do things at the same time, and I'm not very good at it right now. Okay, there we go. Almost. Let me just one more screenshot, and then I could talk coherently. All right. So I'll in this video, I'll post a link to the new video. And in the new video, after I'm done, I will actually post a pinned comment putting the order in which I completed it, so you can find out like where in the video your reading is, as well. And if you want something to do while you're waiting, I do have, well, let me just put some announcements out here. I did have new birthday readings as something new I'm offering. So you can check out that video. There are going to be half off until the end of January. So that is something there. And then free wise, we've got the winter summer solstice picket cards out there. So if you want to check into those to see what's in store for the next 3 months, there's some great information in there. There's even a picket card, not a picket card, a theme for each individual zodiac sign. And for those of you who are Capricorn sun babies, there's a special picket card. I mean, this picket card is for everyone for the Capricorn season, but there's a bonus for Capricorn sun babies, a 3-month forecast. If you're that, and if you have Capricorn friends, share the video with them. I'm sure they would appreciate getting a little forecast. Also, if you haven't checked out your 2024 energy forecast, here is a link to the playlist. There's one for each individual zodiac sign. I know. That was fun creating all those for the year. And then also there's this New Year's meditation, a New Year, New Earth meditation, and pick a card. So if you're interested, be sure to check that out. And then also, we've got a few more days left where most of my services are half off. I did start past life readings this last month, and so those are half off until January 1st. So we've got a couple days left. If you're interested in any of my services, all of them are listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, everybody. Thanks again for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It tells me that you're enjoying these readings, and so encourages me to continue to do them. It also helps spread the Zen love when you guys do that. So you're part of the Love Tsunami. So thank you guys so much for that. And just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you truly are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love to you. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you may be in the world. And until I see you, hang in there and you guys take care. We'll see you soon.